She-Rag got me.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Cole McDonald and the LA Chargers.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
James White's first carry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
From the gun, it's Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, a former 7th-round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just going to say.
That's where I go. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Wentz, he'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 8. 1st down, Philadelphia.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
This ball complete to Reagor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They started on the ground with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, McDonald connecting here with DJ Shark. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It's a more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36.
The tackle made at the 30.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 3.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media. But Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down again. Kenneth Murray, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Ross on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The football going back to the Rams now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 10, Eagles nothing.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 1st down, here's White.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Miles Sanders, the
working with 2nd and 5 now.
By Derwin James. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's brought down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is White on the screen. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 12. Wentz going to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
But that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, that's complete, right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 3rd.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Eagles 3.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock, but they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
McDonald's
a gain of 6 there on first.
DJ Shark.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 50-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The throw over the middle taken in, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game,
and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Second and short now following the fumble. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. McDonald, that is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now faced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Eagles 3.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On first down, McDonald. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Mike Badgley.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Desmond King picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McDonald on the screen. This is Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. Ezekiel Elliott, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle see what's happening with the Seahawks. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going on the ground with Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Carrier, Kevin Pierre-Louis on the tackle. A gain of 4.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 6 yards there. 1st down, L.A.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Eagles.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A gain of 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Down at the 23-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And that stretches the lead to 27. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6, first down L.A.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the ground, it's Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Hard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
To throw on third down. McDonald, and caught by Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 16 yards, a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the Patriots a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The tackle by Nick Vigil. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Charger.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, this is Geis. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Eagles.
The handoff, it's Eckler.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Geis again. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Eckler. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, Geis, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. McDonald. And And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that stretches the lead to 27. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to White. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got White here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. It's caught. This is White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Wentz again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Murray on the coverage.
Wentz to throw again.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The Charger ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
4 yards on the pickup.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Once more, here's Eckler. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, L.A. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but